underground tapes as my ass cap and publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. The Packers at 9-1 on the year, and their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. Disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
And it's a run they can refer back to as they continue on with their season. Okay, a little bit of a disappointment now, but they put together a streak before. Let's see how they rebound after that one and start to push forward.
49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Henry again on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They're going to try and throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they... A first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And brought in downfield by Burks. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Rodgers' throw complete there to Beckham. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Second and 14. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And they'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Second and 2. This is caught. It's Woods. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Bullock good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And when they're down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Titans 40, Packers 10. Randy Bullock to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running left, it's Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to you back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Touchdown, Titans. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Henry again on 2nd down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete. Burks.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against